Introduction. Greetings, meatbags. Today, Candy decided to call several people out based solely on her perception and information from Matty Weider. In other words, it almost goes without saying that one would be quite foolish to put any stock into the actual authenticity of her statements.
The fake perp Denny with the satanic one-eye symbolism and a fake stupid mask on her face, covering almost all of her face except one eye. Denny has been smearing the shit out of me.
Stop! In the name of free speech! You done fucked up, Candy Girl. We're familiar with Denny's work, and what she does, so far as we've seen, is offer her opinions and observations about your behavior. Let's face it, Candy. On some level, you are a pretty big scammer. One look at you, and anyone can immediately tell. You obviously consume enough calories to keep a whole other person alive. So when you beg and plead about being hungry, as though you were starving, it's just a joke. That is your dumbest scam. You have others. If she were smearing you, then the things she says wouldn't be backed by actual evidence. The evidence she's watching as she comments. Basically, it all boils down to a couple of simple concepts. One, the way you see things is not necessarily the way the rest of the world sees them. Nobody is obliged to agree with your thoughts or so-called evidence. Two, everything you're doing on YouTube is free to be seen by anyone, which means you're pretty much in public. You lose things like privacy when you document your life in public. People who mock your videos, crash your live streams, or simply talk about your other public antics are perfectly free to do so.
When do you ever hear me talk about Denny? I don't say much about Denny. It was a female named Denny that's been smear campaigning and lying and gang stalking. So they got these fake TI perps playing both sides and pretending that we victims are the ones that's stalking and harassing them. And Virginia is getting paid to lie. And I'm going to tell you again, you sold your soul to the devil. When I told her in Nappy Head Roots live stream, I told her straight up, you sold your soul to the devil. And it's like she would try to lie, smear, and over-exaggerate by, she lied and said Candy has said some awful, nasty things about me. I don't know you well enough to say much of nasty things about you, but I've heard that months ago you have lied on me, and you have, see that why they're force farting me with the weapons. You have, said that I'm mentally slow.
Candy, what we're about to say, we say in complete honesty. Make no mistake, this is no lie nor an exaggeration. You are slow, and we'll prove it with what you just said before that. There is no such thing as a directed energy force fart weapon. It does not exist. The mere concept is an absurdity, just like the idea of any directed energy weapon designed to induce a specific bodily function. But that's not all. It's not even close. We're gonna let you keep talking to prove just how slow you are.
And that I'm autistic. Well, I was pretty much diagnosed on the autism spectrum in kindergarten. But then they supposedly ruled it out, and now everybody asking, am I autistic? But the gang stalking network is preventing me from getting a proper diagnosis.
Paging Andy Ditch. Andy Ditch, please pick up a brown courtesy phone. Candy, a smart person wouldn't call someone a liar for calling them autistic, then go on to talk about how you might be autistic. This is a textbook illustration of something a slow person does. It demonstrates a lack of thought, also known as mental slowness.
Like a lot of people have said that I have what they call Asperger's syndrome, which is, they say, higher functioning autism. Because of my hypersensitivity to everything, But, so my mistake that I did not see that, the PayPal payment of her giving me $20. Well, thanks for the $20, but bitch, you're going to hell. Because January 28th, that was a couple of days before that train trip.
Exactly the time a supporter would give you money.
And she gave fake kind and fake sympathetic words and stuff. Between January 28th and February, March, I've heard that she said bad things about me, but she falsely accused me of talking bad about her, and I didn't.
We're not so sure. Based on what you've already told us, a potential sequence of events is coming together. What if she said she was giving you money? You checked the wrong platform, say, Cash App instead of PayPal. Seeing no new money, you jumped to the conclusion that she'd lied to you and was just another perp. Of course we weren't there, and this is only one possible sequence of events. However, until proven otherwise by receipts, this is what we're gonna go with as a more likely situation. She stumbled upon you, felt bad, donated, was treated like shit, discovered the folks watching you, and simply learned the truth.
She's doing what Donovan Shoulders is doing by spreading lies and saying we're doing everything that they're doing to us. They're lying and saying we're doing to them. If she's doing a video, if you're a real targeted individual, why are you defending Matthew's so-called mother that's trying to destroy him?
Well, that's easy, because Matty is both bratty and batty. Looking at the photos he provided, she's clearly his mom. He's not so sure, but that hasn't stopped him from letting her pay car insurance and send him money until recently. You've either never heard any of his interactions where he bullies her, or you think he was right to do so. Either way, this is more proof you're slow. Major proof, come to think of it. Matty's memory is less reliable than most. It's a lot like yours, and his reasoning skills are extremely underdeveloped, much like yours. So we see why you agree with him. It's just not something a smart person would do.
And why do you keep hammering heavily and pushing the idea that he's mentally, trying to, lie and say he's mentally ill?
Because he is. Matty thinks his childhood friends were all planted to ruin his life. He thinks he was baby-napped to ruin his life. He thinks they addicted him to golf in order to make him shorter through pesticides. He thinks there is an exit gate in Antarctica that will transport people to a new world where they receive new bodies. We could go on for minutes here, but believe us, Matty needs a mental hospital, and so do you.
That's what a perp would do, not a real target. Why are you friends with Sticky in that fake red triangle cult? You admitted in the video that they're a group of friends, that they're a group of your friends. The cult is a group of your friends. You're going to hell. You're being fake and playing both sides. And I caught this lady bragging about how she never had to beg for money a day in her life. Well, if you're a real targeted individual, you know how they force us TIs into homelessness, try to get us locked up in mental institutions, jails, trying to have us dead. Matthew ain't trying to have you dead, and neither have I been trying to have you dead. I don't even know you that well for you to just get paid to spread lies about me 24/7 like the regular perps do. So, Virginia Kelly, you sold your soul to the devil. You're a witch, you're a demon, you're a liar. But why do you want public brownie points that you fake donated to me?
We figure she's just probably trying to warn folks not to waste their money on you. If she donated once, didn't get a thank you, and instead received your standard treatment, who can blame her for wanting to share that experience? We sure don't.